speculation you got, yeah, more confusion it creates. And then it's like, I use it as practice. I look at stuff and I'm just like, that's bullshit, that ain't true, that's not right.
Well, you have the wisdom to see the truths. A lot of people just take things for granted and kind of roll through.
I think more people are willing to start to see. Most people, I think, are just not willing to see the truth. I
Right.
think most people just don't want to believe that. I mean, there's been occasions where I didn't want to believe the situation, the reality of the situation,
That you
but I
were.
just never denied it. I just didn't want to believe it. Didn't mean I didn't believe it. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm Hilka. Hilka. Hilka Path. And I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And being Hilka, I'm always feeling all kinds of way. Look at my dirty feet. I got dirty feet. I'm just a little freaking clown playing around. Hanging out with mom today. It's been a energetically wild day, weird day for me. I processed so much energy for about, gosh, from like 11 until 1:30. I was just like just processing energy for the
Being
collective.
treasure
Yeah, yeah, that's what mom called, but only I was charging. I was like I was not charging, transmuting. I was grounding for like collective energy. It was wild. And then I got up, made mom French toast. Little brunch, late in the day brunch. She didn't want eggs for breakfast, so we like to mix it up because that's the only way we mix up our day. Just like variances here and there. Went for a walk out in the backyard, and that was kind of nice. And watched some Longmire. That's what we do most every day. I surf around, listen to stuff, and kind of surf the webs. Anyway, I will call the talk today when the hourglass flips, because that's about what's to happen. Like the days of our lives, when the hourglass flips, things change, man. Sands get shifted. I saw a bunch of reports today. I was waiting for them. It just took a week for them to come out about the earthquake last week in Greece and the tsunamis that came with it. And people are dumb, people are stupid, and people are going to lose their lives because they want to take little pictures. And the part that makes me sick is these people have small children with them, and it's like anybody can have a kid, and they're just people are dumb, but they can have kids, whatever, you know. They don't. And there's like, and then at the same like reporting there was a man escorting an elderly man. See, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I was like, God, wherever you put me, it's where we want to be. Because I had a viewing, I don't know, I had a dream. It was a dream, but when it's that real, yeah, it's future. And when we were in Oregon, and I opened up the door, and the water was rising, and it wasn't from the creek. So that was like a year ago, and then that's what put us on our trajectory to where we are now. And I feel the love. I just want to tell those that have been watching me, I feel it. I feel the love. It's been hard for me in my life to receive love and feel love because that vibrational frequency is very scary to me. Because as good as it feels, people always take it away. And so I never like to get too used to things. I never get too comfortable with things because things change all the time. And people, automatically. So it's like, people create their lives where they just get to do the same thing every day that they, just get to, and their blessings have spoiled them. And cycles, we're all cycles. We're all just patterns. And people have gotten stuck in this cycle that that their blessings spoiled them, and they're absorbing all of this gluttony, and they just keep it all for themselves, and there's no spirit in that, and people are coming into their spirit, so they're starting to get, their hearts are opening, and people care. There's so many people that care, they just don't know how to care. I know, and I've had people care. People have been supporting me a lot, in the last, and I never allowed people to, because I always played the what if I was all by myself game. What I found was is I was all by myself, and except for mom and the dogs. And then it got scary because the world is getting freaking stupid because the control freaks are shorting out, see? The gig is up. They're figuring that people can't, you know. And so what happens when a scared animal or something like that gets I would love it if stuff just worked, but you don't ever get what you pay for. um My train of thought derailed because I wanted to listen to music. It usually doesn't. If it's just gone, it's just gone. People are coming into their heart space, and a lot of people can't look at themselves. I mean, I think about how many people just can't even look at themselves in the mirror. You know, I mean, how many people just have done so many things for egoic 3D stuff, 3D stuff, 3D stuff. All the cars, all the money, all the property, all the prestige, all the fucking and chucking, all that 3D, that chasing sensation stuff, you know. And thing is, people told me that I had to live. It's like that's what they called a productive member of society, is when you go along with that narrative, and it never felt right to me. It never did, you know. I never went with like the main narrative. Like when I was a little girl and they tried to give me dolls to play with. Fuck that. I don't want to play no stupid pretend doll. I'm gonna go out and ride my bike and freaking look at the pollywogs and catch tadpoles. They're the same thing. But, you know, be in nature and learn, because in nature I learned so much about physics and spirituality, spirit. You know, spirit has always been with me. There's just been times in my life that my ego excelled so big and so bad that I blocked out spirit with my own ego, because they vibe at the opposite end of the spectrum. You know, it's like fear and faith. They can't live in the same vibration, so people can't be fearful and faithful at the same time. And if they say they are, they're lying about one or the other. You know, I have been in fear like the last little while. Just, you know, okay, more of this, okay, just one day at a time. And then I step back into my faith with the help of some freaking best friends I've never met, you know, supporters on this tube. And because I don't know where I would be if I wouldn't have started this, you know, without making the connect. I used to be so social and active, you know, so it was really a change for me and a transition for me when life shifted, and I became a work from home daughter. You know, things just they just and I had been go for my life, just always going. So stop, and is what God intends me to do, wants me to do, so I can get caught up with myself and coming in my spirit and teach other people that it's not so scary, and you're not really missing so out on it so much when you're living from spirit. You're not. There's a lot greater rewards than when people are playing that and living for that Lucy fairy tale theater. That Lucy fairy tale theater, you know, I saw it today. The Super Bowl announced the weekend. I can't right now, Ma. I mean, I can. But I could. Yeah, I can. Need be. I'll just see if she settles down. Might have to cut this short. Sass might need to go for a walk. She stretched her legs about a half hour ago. Went to the bathroom. So. Well, alright. I guess I could. Alright. Oh, I don't want to. I'll just be right back. I don't want to stop the stream. You guys can come, go, do what you want. Technology's too stupid right now, and takes me freaking 10 minutes to set it up anyway. So let me just do all things. See, you just gotta let things go, man. You just gotta let stuff go. That's why I try not to plan for anything, because stuff just comes up, and you just can't. What are you gonna do? She did good. Okie dokie. So then they announced that the weekend was doing the Super Bowl. I'm like, they're still perpetuating that story with all the people that are losing their places. So they've lost their jobs or they're getting evicted so they don't have places to live. With all those folks in the world that don't have just freaking their basic hierarchical needs of shelter right now, they're still paying big dumb freaking dudes to run to chase a pig skin up and down a field for millions of dollars. I've done talks on that. Pro sports are disgusting. See how Hollywood is like, see, the thing of it is, the more people look or think of something to happen, it's going to happen that way. So, like, the storyline with the earthquakes of California, there's a big earthquake that ever since I've grew up there, I was always afraid that we were going to be taken out because of a big earthquake in California, or Mount Shasta, that are last in the volcanoes are going to erupt or something, right? That created a great source of anxiety for me when I was a little kid. Yeah, because a lot of times the car didn't work. We were broke. It was broke down, so we didn't have means to escape. And I believe my spirit has freaking perished in Atlantis. So word on the street is lightning doesn't strike twice. So that's why when someone gave me, I have to go to Arizona, okay, I'll do that. Everything's all shaken up and stuff like that. But the thing of it is people can create the future. They can create their California. It can proverbially be freaking, it can sink, but it can rise again. It's people's fear inside. It's people how people act. Are you acting more positive or negative in every situation you encounter? And it's as simple as that. It's as elementary as that. It has not been easy for me to be positive in every situation. I went the route where I never spoke my piece. I never stuck up for myself. I was a fucking doormat. I let everybody walk all over me just to keep the peace. And then I went out of balance and to the farther extreme and just was like, fuck you, you know, and just would tell everybody what I think. Now, since I come back into my spirit more, I got a balance, and it's called discretion. And these things ain't done nobody any favors on discretion, because they got real used to, real comfortable just talking shit and saying whatever they want. And the thing of it is, there's ways and ways you do not talk to people. Yeah. It's called being civilized. Now, understand, I know that we are just animals. We're just animals. We got opposable thumbs. We're at the top of the food chain because we got logical, sequential thinking and problem-solving skills. Not to say the animals don't. We can communicate them a lot better. But you know what? You got the hinderers. The people that just like to break shit, cause cognitive dissonance, lie just because they can. Just the shit stirs. I never understood those people. But there's more of them on the planet than us light bringers. And it's gonna get dark. Oh yeah, it's gonna get so dark, man. I really try not to jump on any idea of like any train of thinking of an outcome for a couple reasons. Because when I do, oftentimes these things happen. And I'm not trying to see the things that are trying to see me see it. You know what I mean? If you're you okay, Mom? Mom's having a hard energy day today too. I'm gonna get her some ice cream here in a minute. Huh? That'll be good, huh, Ma? That'll raise her vibe. That'll raise her vibe. So, let's see. So people are tuning into their frequency, their true frequency, and people are making the choice to stay in the 3D Earth, and you know that I got my little sticker today, and you know, and all that stuff, and they're gonna keep, you know, living their yay team and all that, all the while, you know, their spirit is just going, God, there's so much other stuff you are intended to do. We could have heaven on earth. Why don't we have heaven on earth? Because, number one, people are fucking lazy and don't want to work for it. Because I can't believe America just bent over and just said, put a mask on it. Just bent over and just lazy. People just don't got moxie. They don't got that internal drive. They don't got work ethic, man. The service industries, all of them are just, God forbid you might really need something, you know? Unless you know somebody. Heck, if you know somebody, oh, the people that I've known in my life. Oh my gosh, the people that are in my phone, like picture-wise, oh, I've known a lot of somebodies. A lot of somebodies. Oh, the grandson of the Attorney General of the Air Force at one time. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of really, really important people. And they sit in their little bubble and they just live their and they're even part of these paradigms that are like, be of service to others. Oh, as long as that just entails giving them a ride to a meeting or something like that, you know. Not, you know, it's just it's a great imbalance. Balance is a tricky foe, man. Friend and foe. Balance ain't easy to achieve. Because sometimes I think, like, I don't know, the best rule of thumb is to just come in every situation with some positivity and love and try to leave things better than you found it. And yeah, you know, I don't always do that. And that's my karma, you know. I really try. I really try. Let's see what else is going on in the world today. I took some screenshots. Sometimes I take screenshots of news stories. Oh, I found this. I read this like back in 2003. I came across it, and I read it from the podium when Mom and Jerry came out to see me. Got my first year sober chip. Since alcohol is anonymous, there's no 11th tradition anymore. It's all over the internet. It's all over the press, radio, and film, so it don't really matter. And I'm not a freaking active participant anymore anyway. I just like to gather the principles a lot. I liked a lot of the principles because a lot of that stuff is based on Carl Jung. Grab her water, Mom. It's right there in that white bowl. by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. It doesn't have anything to do with mansions on freaking cliffs and where you get to go on vacation however many times a year. That has nothing to do with it. The only thing that sets us apart, Adam, just so much between the rest of the animal kingdom, is that we can create heaven on earth. We have the ability and the powers and the thumbs to do that. And people just keep creating destruction because they feel so bad inside. So those are the ones that we gotta really freaking implore to. So those are the ones that we gotta pray for. Because if they don't loosen up their grip, me and Mom, we don't ever really celebrate holidays much anyway. Every day is just a day, whether it's sunny or it's cold, kind of a thing, So what really happens out there doesn't really, impact us much. We ain't been a part of the world in a long time. Not for lack of effort. It's just the opportunities haven't been there yet, And I got Footloose in my ear, so it's messing with me. Oh, there's another story that I came across. Oh, New York, the New Yorker. The New Yorker fires Jeffrey. Jeffrey, what did you do, Jeffrey? Jeffrey was a jerk off. Look at that headline. Oh my god. He looks like a little weasel. That's the thing, is why can't people just say, dude, he is a little weasel. He looks like a little weasel. And he did this. He worked at the company for 27 years. I was in IT, man. I got to take all that shit off the little weasels freaking machines. And it's just like, why can't you make so much money. Why can't you just buy your own stuff? But no, their ego says their company, they deserve it. Their ego says that they are entitled. Their ego tells them that it's okay if you do this. That's what the ego says. And that is... What's wrong, matter, Ma? You okay? Oh, that's sorry. You see antsy today. Maybe I'm antsy today and I'm projecting. Is that it? Think I'm projecting on your Ma? I don't know. Don't feel so antsy today. What else happened in the news? I about came this close to freaking deactivating my Facebook account. Aw, my buddy just put up a really cool picture